What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jets franchise. If you missed last episode, go ahead and check it out. We only did week one, and today we're going to be back to playing two games. I think for the rest of this series, we're just going to have week one be its own episode, and then we'll have every other video be two games, unless we make the playoffs. Then I might just do one game a video. I don't know. Let me you guys know what we should do if we make the playoffs this season. But we won 42-17. And now we are facing the Eagles on Sunday night prime time. We did have a weekly award winner from last week, and guess who it was? Breece Hall had 138 rushing yards, had 2 rushing touchdowns, had 4 catches for 52 yards, and also a receiving touchdown. So he had 3 total touchdowns and almost 200 total yards in that game. But now we go against one of the best rosters in the game, or in this franchise. They are an 86 over with an 89 offense, 84 defense. But we have a storyline here for the rookie OTAs. I'm assuming it's going to be Jerome Daly. He had one earlier in the season, and he ended up getting +2 throw power from it. So let's see what this could be. And it's still Jerome Daly. Okay, will it be the same storyline? Welcome to your new home, Jerome. We have big plans for you. Alright, even though he's played a game already. I don't know why we're saying welcome, like he's never been here before. Forward opportunity and potentially being the leader of this offense. Okay, so why are they having this in week 2? Focus on your development. Alright, so that was pretty sick. We've seen that already. But let's go ahead and do the weekly recap. I feel like we haven't done this in a while. Check out, see what happened around the league last week. Obviously, we know what happened in our game, but if you didn't watch it, we'll quickly go over it. It was looking like this was going to be a game where we had to score every drive, but our defense stepped up in the second half. I believe the Panthers didn't score another point in the second half. We ended up pulling away there, winning 42-17. Jerome Daly, in his first career start, threw for 4 touchdowns. And then we move to the NFC South, where we have the Bucks versus the Falcons. We see Baker Mayfield launch an absolute bomb to a wide open Jalen McMillan with a one-handed catch. Buccaneers win 28-14 over Michael Penix and the Falcons. Again, it doesn't really matter to us. They're both in the NFC, and we have another NFC matchup: the Commanders versus the Saints. Here, the Saints have a rookie quarterback in Jesus Guzman, but will that matter? Because Terry McLaurin breaks 1,000,000 tackles, hurdles, and the Commanders win 20-17. And Guzman's first career start gets outdueled by Jaden McDaniels, and that is your weekly recap. All right, we do unfortunately suffer an injury in practice. It is to starting center Joe Tippmann. So that means second-year player Ty Reddick will assume the starting center job, or maybe we'll move Zach Zinter to center. I don't know. We'll see what we'll do, but he comes with an upgrade point. It's a PCL sprain. It's only week to week, so he should be back next week. I guess we'll go power for him. Get him up to an 82 overall, nice and even number. +1 to pass block, +3 to run block power. Then we have an upgrade for superstar corner Bryce Boone. I figured let's go man-to-man, get his press up a little bit. And he gets +2 to man, +1 to play recognition, and +1 to press. So he's got 83 man, 83 zone. He's already developing very nicely here in his rookie season. And then we have Mason Taylor, who's kind of assumed the backup tight end role with the drafting of Manu Soto. But Mason Taylor does come in a decent amount and does play. He does get catches. We'll go with possession here to get into a 79 overall. And he gets a lot upgraded. +1 awareness, break tackle, pass block, power release, run block, stiff arm, +1 to run block finesse, +3 to medium, +2 to run block power. So he's a very good tight end number 2. He's a number 19th ranked tight end. But yeah, that seems to be the only injury heading into the Sunday night primetime game against the Eagles. We see the Eagles have some injuries of their own. They have Sondon Jr., Mike linebacker. I'm assuming he's just a backup. Nolan Smith, however, is definitely a starter. And then they have Johnson, who assuming isn't starting, because I'm assuming they still have Dallas Goedert. But that's it we got to go over before Let's go ahead and take a look at this Eagles team. All right, look at the Eagles team. Obviously, at quarterback, they still have Jalen Hurts. Running backs, they have Saquon Barkley. They also have Miles Durant, who they drafted. He's got 94 speed. And they drafted 93, so they have some speed at running back. I'm assuming we're going to see Saquon the most, and then maybe we'll see a little bit of Miles Durant. Fullback, Otis Patterson. Wide receivers, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown. They added Rondale Moore to be their wide receiver 3. Tight end is still Dallas Goedert. Yeah, Reuben Johnson was the one injured. They also have a 76 overall back at Rod Webster. Offensive line, though, is very good. They have Jordan Mailata at left tackle, Lane Dickerson left guard, Cam Jurgens at center, Wyatt Teller at right guard, but Miles Hinton at right tackle, so hopefully who's ever lining up against him feeds today. Defensively, they have Taylor Alonso. I'm going to assume their first-round pick this recent draft at edge. They have Jalen Carter, Mason Graham. Yeah, they got him in a trade. They traded Zach Bond for Mason Graham. So the Browns are stupid. Sam linebacker, Jeremiah Trotter, Mike linebacker. Oh no, Samel Mondin was their starting Mike linebacker. So that means we'll probably see Tony Fields, and they have Jahad Campbell at will corners, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Kendall Fuller. Safeties are Andrew Makuba and Julian Blackman. So yeah, their team is very good, very well built. This is definitely going to be a tough game, and then we have to go against the Chiefs and then the Bills. This is a very tough 3-week stretch to see if we're actual contenders or you just faced a bad team with the Panthers. But let's go ahead and jump into this game. All right, here we are, Sunday night prime time. I don't know why there's not any sound because I have the sound turned down. But, yeah, I just don't want... I fear that this video might get copyrighted, so I don't have any of the music or anything. But here we are, MetLife Stadium, hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Here, Jerome Daly's second ever start as a New York Jet. He had 4 passing touchdowns last week. Looking to replicate that here against one of the best teams in the NFL roster-wise in the Philadelphia Eagles. They have a really good cornerback duo. Offensive line's very good. They have a really good quarterback, wide receiver, running back trio there. But we're not scared at all. We don't care who's on the other side of the field. We're going to go out and we're going to play the best football we can. And here steps out Jerome Daly, second career start. We'll see how he does against this much better Eagles defense. All right, we'll start with a 1st and 10 from our 26. We're going to fire outside to Desmond House, who makes the catch. Desmond House has speed. Desmond House, is he going to take it all the way on the first play? No, he's tracked down by a 42-yard pass to start the game to Desmond House. What a way to start the day for the rookie quarterback. Now we have it at the 31 handoff. Breece Hall picks up a yard there. At least he last week, 17 rushes, 138 yards. And 2 touchdowns. So it's now 3rd down 11 after the 2 gains of 1 and loss of 2. So now it is 3rd down and 11 here, and Daly is sacked. Yeah, there's not really, nobody's open there. Should have just tried to scramble, but just waiting to see if anybody would get open, and nobody did. So that's a sick play here. But it's a 61-yarder. For Matthew Ross. His kick is up. It is no good. It's not even that far to the left. I barely moved it to the left, and it goes all the way left. Oh my God! How is that a miss? The wind's also going this way, the opposite way. Jesus Christ! 1st 10, the Eagles start out with a pass. Goddard throws off Jonas Sanker. Picks up 7. Had 2.5 sacks last week. We can see what he can do this week as Saquon Barkley takes it up the middle for 11 yards on his first carry. Now 1st down and 10 after 11-yard rush. Jalen Hurts has time underneath Devontae Smith. 1st and 10, Hurts is pressured and he's hit as he thrown incomplete. And it's now 3rd down and 4. Or the Eagles can our defense make a stop. Hurts lofted towards the end zone. Jamel Dean knocks it loose. Thought that would have been caught by A.J. Brown. Took to the very last second and knocked it out of his hands. Great play, Jamel Dean. That's why we signed him in the offseason to be our other corner next to Sauce Gardner. And now we have a pretty good secondary, I'd say. And the defense holds the Eagles to only a field goal, so the defense did well there. The Eagles now have the lead 3-0. We're going to start this drive with a run this time. Breece Hall up the middle. Look at Breece Hall. Jukes out. Breece Hall. Does he have the speed to outrun the rest of the Eagles defense? Yes, he will, and he takes it to the house on the first play of the second drive. What a move, Breece Hall. First 2 carries, -1 yards. Third carry is a big call to the house. Touchdown. Breece Hall, 1 juke to the right and uses his speed to take it the rest of the way. What a play by Breece Hall. And Ross's extra point is good. So that gives us 7-3 lead. That was a 73-yard rush from Breece Hall. This first Eagles drive, their second Eagles drive, underneath to Rondale Moore for 9. All right, 2nd down and 1. RPO to A.J. Brown. On the RPO slant, picks up big yardage. All right, 1st down and 10 now for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts throws to Devontae Smith. Makes the catch, dude. Sauce Gardner was all over him. Somehow it completes that pass. 2nd down and 5 now. Hurts is pressured and he is sacked on the linebacker blitz by Jamian Sherwood. Somehow he just wasn't blocked on that play, so huge play. Drops him for a loss. Makes it now 3rd down and 11 for the defense. 3rd down 11. Hurts rolling. Hurts is sacked. Down he goes. Quinton Winters with the 2nd sack for the Jets. Look at Quinton Winters. Just pushes Wyatt Teller right into the pocket of Jalen Hurts and brings him down. What a play by Quinton Winters. And that will force another Eagles field goal. So the defense is, letting them get into scoring range but not allowing touchdowns. But the kick is good to make it 6-7 here at MetLife Stadium. 3rd drive of the day. Starting with a pass underneath to Garrett Wilson, who gets 8. But it's 3rd and inches now for us. We're going to hand it off. Breece Hall picks up the 1st down. Easy gain. He's got 78 yards now rushing on the day. Makes it 2nd and 10 here. Screen outside to Breece Hall. Blocking was good enough, I guess. Picks up 7. And it's now 3rd down and 3 for our offense. What are we going to do? We're going to try to scramble here. Jerome Daly, does he have the speed? Jerome Daly has just enough speed to outrun the Eagle defense for the 1st. 1st down and 10. Another give. Breece Hall right up the gut. Another nice gain there for Breece Hall. Nearing 100 yards already in this 1st half. Desmond House here. 1st and 10, another give to Breece Hall. Look at Breece Hall showing off that speed. Breece Hall 1st down. He's over 100 yards with that carry. 7 rushes, already 100 yards. Yeah, he's on pace to have another historic day here. But it's now 1st and 10. Daly's going to roll out. Daly's going to throw. Breece Hall just go. I don't get the logic on the sideline. Why are you running out of bounds? All right, 1st and 10 here. Daly finds Manu Soto open for the 1st down. The rookie-to-rookie connection strikes again. That's our 7th 1st down of the game. Great read. Find the tight end Manu Soto. Daly's going to snap it. Yeah, that's picked. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing there. Jesus Christ. Daly throws a pick. Tony Fields picks it off. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking there. That's a really bad throw. That's Daly's second interception of the season. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing there. He comes off and Mason Taylor picks it off. Sometimes I throw the stupidest picks ever. So alright, now the Eagles get the ball back. 1st and 10, handoff Saquon Barkley. That's a big tackle, Jamel Dean. 2nd down and 8. Play action. Jalen Hurts over the middle. Finds Devontae Smith for the 1st down. 1st and 10 for Jalen Hurts. He's got time, and it's going to run out. Trying to scramble. First met by Glenn Woodard. 2nd-year player for 1st-round pick of us last season. Makes the play. Maybe given it like a few times, but it's 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles. Get our defense make another stand. Hurts launching it 1-on-1. Double coverage and it's incomplete. Jonas Sanker got over there. Coverage. But I want to say that was actually Bryce Boone on the coverage. Nice play by the defense, and the defense is playing fantastic so far. Forcing the Eagles punt. And the ball will bounce in the back of the end zone. 1st and 10 here. Handoff. Breece Hall. First carry for 7 yards. He's got 114. All right, 2nd down and 3. Underneath, Arian Smith. Nice pitch and catch. 1st and 10. Another give to Breece Hall. And he gets another big gain at the 50-yard line. 1st down and 10. Daly rolling out right. Jerome Daly's going to take it himself. Jerome Daly's got space. Look at Jerome Daly. Look at the blocking down the field. And Jerome Daly. A huge run. Getting us to the 18. Great blocking down the field. And Jerome Daly gets us to the 20. Or inside the 20. Play after that. Handoff. Breece Hall up the gut. And Breece Hall picks up a 1st down. He's got 139 yards rushing on the day. All right, 2nd to go from the 8 here. Motion, Breece Hall. Get it out. Braylon Allen makes the catch. And look at Braylon Allen's got a bunch of space. Touchdown, Jets. First time we busted that play out in the game. It was a fake play where we have Breece Hall come out of the backfield on the other side. And down on the backside, we have Braylon Allen come out the other way for the screen. And Daly just got it to him for the touchdown. And that's Jerome Daly's first passing touchdown of the day to extend our lead. And it's Braylon Allen's first touchdown, I want to say, of the season there. I just got it off. Great blocking there from our line down the field. And it's a great play call here. All right, so now the Eagles are down by 8 with minute 29 and 1 timeout left. As Hurts has got time underneath Rondale Moore. Tackle and bounce, pick of 8. All right, 2nd down and 2. Hurts got time underneath Saquon Barkley. Now 1st down and 10. Hurts underneath Devontae Smith picks up the 1st. Eagles are going hurry up here. Hurts, time, and it runs out. It's Quinnen Winters with the sack. Huge play there by the defense. 2nd down and 15 now. Jalen Hurts finds a wide open Dallas Goedert. Jesus Christ. Eagles going hurry up here. They have 14 seconds left. Is that enough time to do something here? Outside, A.J. Brown, tackle and bounds. Big tackle, Jamel Dean, and that will do it here for the first half. Eagles can't get another playoff. Quinnen Winters ended that drive essentially, and we're going into halftime up 14-6 at home. Defense has played phenomenal. Offense has been pretty solid outside that missed field goal. Offense has been a little iffy. Maybe it'll be more consistent, not turn the ball over in the red zone. But we check out an AFC matchup, Texans versus Chargers. And he fires to an open Tank Dell for the score. Texans win 27-16. Texans start the season out 2-0, while the Chargers are 0-2 to start the season. And we move on to the Lions versus the 49ers. Matchup in the NFC. As we see Jared Goff barely get that screen off. I want to say it's Isaac Tesla. Stiff arms. Is that Fred Warner? And then breaks a tackle. Lions win 27-21. Both quarterbacks over 250 passing yards and multiple passing touchdowns. But the Lions come out on top. And then we have the Panthers versus the Buccaneers, an NFC South matchup. We beat the Panthers pretty bad last week. And it looks like the Buccaneers might have just done the same thing. As look at that move. And the Buccaneers win 7-2. These auto-generated AI, or not AI, whatever, auto-generated plays are insane, dude. We'll look at some of these other scores. The Bills dominate the Saints 38-10. That's a game that's going to matter because the Bills are in our division. But the first half defense has been phenomenal. Offense, we need to be a little bit more consistent. Not make mistakes on goal line in the goal or in the red zone, or take sacks in bad spots. So yeah, defense, keep doing what you're doing. Get sacks for Jalen Hurts. They're passing the ball a lot for some reason. They've only ran it with Saquon twice. Only scored 6 points in the first half. What will they do differently? They'll find Rondale Moore wide open. I swear to God, where is the middle of the field defender? And it's play action. Hurts over the middle, finds Devontae Smith. They just refuse to give the ball to Saquon. I guess this is kind of the opposite of what's happening in real life. They refuse to get the ball to A.J. Brown, but in Madden, they refuse to give the ball to Saquon Barkley. Whatever. 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. They're starting to drive. Jalen Hurts has time, launching it down the field, and it's nearly intercepted by Azariah Thomas. All right, Hurts has got time. Hurts wide open underneath. How is there somebody wide open underneath in zone coverage? There's nobody over there. 2nd down and 6 now. Quick pass to Goddard. Breaks the tackle. Jesus Christ. It's now a 3rd down and 7. For the defense. Hurts got time underneath. Brown breaks every tackle just to get the first. Jesus. And it's now 3rd and goal from this 3. This drive has almost taken 5 minutes off the clock. 3rd and goal. Jalen Hurts. Quick pass over the middle. Drops it. Turning for Rondale Moore. Sinker put the hit. But it's 4th and goal from the 3 here. And the Eagles are going to go for it. Nobody in the backfield. 4th and goal. Can the defense make a stop? Jalen Hurts outside. It is caught. Rondale Moore catches it this time. Jesus, we had him. Holds onto that one. Touchdown, Eagles. Yeah, that drive took so much time off the clock. And they get a touchdown. But now will they go for it? I'm assuming they're going to go for 2 here to make it 14-14. It appears that they will. So they're going to go for 2 here to tie it up. With 14 apiece here. Hurts, handoff. Saquon Barkley is stopped. 2-point conversion is no good. Great job, defense. Keeping us our lead. Doesn't allow the 2-point conversion. Here in Reed Whitley back to return this one. Reed Whitley's got space. Reed Whitley down the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the Eagles 29. What a return from Reed Whitley, our biggest return of the season so far. Gets us within the Eagles 30. What a return from Reed Whitley. Fortunately pushed out of bounds there, but a huge gain nonetheless, and we're already in field goal range. And the offense hasn't even touched the ball yet. So we have fantastic field position now from the Eagle 29. Start with a give to Brees Hall up the gut. Brees Hall jukes. And Brees Hall down at the 13. He's got 153 rushing yards now on the day. for the offense here, and that's... What am I doing? Oh my god, I'm actively selling the fucking game. I saw it way too late. Oh my god. I'm so fucking bad at this game, dude. Jesus Christ, that's our second turnover. Oh my god. I saw it way too late. Oh my god, I was looking at Saquon and Soto. They were both covered. I come back over the middle of the field. I see Square open for a little bit, and then I just throw it, not even thinking. Oh my god, dude, I'm selling the game. What the fuck am I doing? What am I actively doing, dude? I'm looking. I gotta throw it to Square, like, right here. I gotta throw it right here. I throw it way too late. I'm looking at Soto. Maybe I throw into Soto, but I throw it way too late. That's a way too late. I gotta hit him about, like, right here. Like, right here. But I wait too long. I see him open, like, about right here, and then I realize he's circle or square, so then I press it. And then at that point, it's thrown directly at the linebacker. Jesus, we had a great kick return, and I fuck it up. 1st and 10 run. Saquon Barkley picks up 9. 2nd down and 9. It's a screen outside to Saquon Barkley. Read that all the way with Quentin Winters. Loss of 2. All right, 3rd down and 3 for the Eagles. Hurts wide open. I guarantee you he got fucking bumped. Because how else would somebody get that wide open in man coverage? They have to get bumped. 1st and 10. Keeper was Saquon. Yeah, we are locking down Saquon. Loss of 2. Quincy Williams. All over that one. But it's now 3rd down and 7 for the defense. Can the defense make another stop here? 3rd down and 7. Hurts underneath. Rondale Moore is wide open. And there's an injury. Is it Rondale Moore? Who's injured? And it is Rondale Moore. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts is going to roll out, and he's actually going to get sacked. Quentin Winters, that's his 3rd sack. Oh my gosh, if he got out there, that would have been a huge play. Quentin Winters saves a touchdown there. What a play. And that will end the 3rd quarter off a sack by Quentin Winters. That's his 3rd sack of the day. And it's been a defensive battle so far today. Score's only 14-12, but we are entering the 4th quarter where we're only up by 2. So any score really for the Eagles gets them the lead. Even a safety would tie the game. And it's now 3rd down and 6 after that gain of 7. Hurts is looking. Hurts got time. Hurts rolls out right. Fires over the middle of the field to Goddard is open. 1st and 10. Hurts, quick pass. Devontae Smith with 7. 2nd down and 3 now. Outside of the fullback. And that's going to lose them 3 yards there. Tackle Quincy Williams. Another 3rd down 6 for Philadelphia. And it's 3rd and 6. Can our defense make a stop this time? 3rd down 6. Clock's below 7 minutes. Hurts has got time. Hurts outside. What are we doing? What are we doing, Malachi Moore? What the fuck? He just lets him catch it. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Hurts looking to pass. Hurts has all the time in the world, and he's going to step up and scramble. Yep. It hasn't really taken off that much. Takes off there. Gets to the end zone. Touchdown to Philadelphia. God, dude. I'm really fucking selling this game right now. 2 turnovers in the red zone. I didn't have the spy out there. We had everybody in man coverage. And Jalen Hurts saw that. Takes it in the end zone. Oh. Sauce Gardner had leg cramps. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me that. And all right, Jerome Daly after his 2nd pick retakes the field here. Gonna motion Desmond House to the left here. Start with a handoff, Breece Hall, and yep, loss of 2. All right, 2nd and 12. Daly fires over the middle. It's caught. Arian Smith, big 1st down catch, pickup of 21. Gets us to the 50. Big throw by Jerome Daly. Delivers a perfect ball right to Arian Smith for the 1st. 2nd down and 6. Keeper for Jerome Daly. Gets outside. Jerome Daly, does he have the speed? Not quite enough, but picks up 5 yards. And it's now 3rd and 1 from the 41. Daly snaps it. Daly has Desmond House open. Throws. A better throw would have been a touchdown. But House holds on to make the big 3rd down conversion. You saw to the outside. Jerome Daly's looking. Daly's going to take off. Daly's going to take off. Open the middle field. Don't fumble. Holds on to the ball. We have an injury. It's to Desmond House. God damn it. That also stops the clock for Philadelphia. And that's not good. We only are carrying 5 receivers on the lineup. So now we are only down to 4 now with that injury. But it's first and 10. We have to get basically in the end zone to keep the drive going. But 1st and 10. Handoff up the gut. Brees Hall takes it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And we respond pretty quickly there with that touchdown. Touchdown. Brees Hall. Yep. Doing that dance. That's his 2nd touchdown of the day. And a great drive from our offense to get us back in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Brees Hall just took it right up the gut. 1st 6. Great blocking by Ty Riddick down the field. He's actually not been too bad this game. And bruised ribs for Desmond House. Aaron Smith will take his place here, but it is 4th and goal from the 2. Brees Hall is in the game here. 2-point conversion from the 2. Another handoff. Brees Hall stopped because we run to our own fucking lineman. Jesus Christ. And so it's not just a 1-point game. The reason why you go for 2 is to make it at least a field goal game. But we don't get it. I mean, who would not run on that front? But they're going to start with a read option on the outside. Jesus Christ, dude. Now all of a sudden he's starting to run the ball every damn time. Motion, play action, and down he goes. Had no chance. That's our 6th sack on the day. It's Jalen Sutton and it's Glenn Woodard. This defensive line this year has been different. It's been completely different for the Eagles. 2nd and long. Jalen Hurts fires open the middle field. Jesus Christ. I mean, we have... Oh, my God. Of course we allow fucking 3rd forever. All right, that will take us to the 2-minute warning. As we're up 20-19 over the Eagles here. Eagles, like I said, just need any points on this drive, and they will win if they score with enough time left. The 1st and 10. RPO outside Devontae Smith. Picks up 6. And it's 2nd down and 4. RPO outside. Jesus Christ. Eagles are going to go hurry up here. 1st and 10, they're going to snap it. Hurts lofts it outside. Saquon Barkley. 2nd down and 5. Jalen Hurts underneath. Timeout Philadelphia. So it is 3rd down and 2. Hurts will snap it outside. We're going to use a timeout here. Jeez, why aren't we up on him? Why are we giving him so much cushion? Eagles have 55 seconds left. Hurts snaps the ball underneath. Devontae Smith's got over 102 yards now. But it's 2nd down and 2 now. From the 49 here, they're going to motion. 2nd down and 2. Hurts is sacked. Down he goes. We're going to use our last timeout here. I'm assuming the Eagles should just run the ball here. Would be the smart thing to do. But all right. 3rd down and 8. The Eagles are going to pass it. Hurts has time. Wide open underneath. A.J. Brown, touchdown Eagles. Cool. Yep, he got bumped. What a shocker. He got bumped. Oh my god. Oh my god, he got fucking bumped. Every fucking time somebody gets bumped. Holy fuck. It's so fucking annoying. Holy shit. He's all over him and then they just run right into each other. Do you think maybe that, you could look and be like, oh shit, my teammate's right there. I better move out of the way. But no, I'm just going to fucking run right into him. Jesus Christ. And Eagles are going to go for 2. We have no timeouts. Eagles are going to go for 2 here to make it so we have to get a touchdown. And the extra point. 2-point conversion from the Eagles is no good. So we just need a touchdown with no timeouts left and 41 seconds. God, dude, if I didn't throw one of those picks, we would be winning right now. Reed Whitley back to return it from the 41. He's had a good return. Is he going to have another one? Reed Whitley returning it. Reed Whitley down the left sideline. Reed Whitley out of bounds at the 17. What a return from Reed Whitley. Another big one here with 32 seconds left. What a return. Reed Whitley even better than the last one. And that just might have made this game a lot more interesting down at the 17. Oh my gosh, that did take some time off the clock. So we now have 32 seconds left with no timeouts left in this game. Gonna motion Brees Hall. Out to the left. Daly's going to roll right. Daly's going to throw back in the middle of the field to Brees Hall, who's open. We got to go hurry up or spike it. We're going to try to spike it here on the 2nd and 1. Daly, just get up and spike it. 2nd and 1, spike the ball. I'm spamming X to spike it. Spike it 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 down at the 8-yard line. We're going to motion Brees Hall again. 3rd down and 1. Daly's rolling right. Daly fires in the end zone. Malachi Corley, touchdown! 11 seconds left in the game. Jerome Daly might have just won us the game. Oh my god, what a crazy way to potentially end the game. Jerome Daly fires back in the middle of the field to Malachi Corley, who's wide open. And now we got to go for 2 here. Go for 2 to make sure the Eagles have to get a touchdown to win it. 2-point conversion. Rolling out right. Throw on the run. It's incomplete. Okay, so the Eagles just need a touchdown. Or they just need a field goal to win the game. 1st and 10. 7 seconds left. 1 timeout. Jalen Hurts. Outside, Goddard makes the catch, 2 seconds left. This is the last play of the day. 2nd down and 5. Eagles are going to go Hail Mary, I'm guessing. He's going to throw it outside, and that will do it. We pull off the major crazy game-ending play. We won 26-25. That is the craziest ending we've had to a game. Kick return down to the 17. A touchdown with 11 seconds remaining to win us the game, 26-25. I don't think you'll see a more insane win than this one. And we have just stunned the Philadelphia Eagles to get us to 2-0 on the season. What a day. Oh my gosh. The Eagles had almost 400. Yeah, they ran the ball hardly any. They passed it 45 times. We only passed it 14 times. And we won 10 of 14, 141 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Not the best game, obviously. But the Eagles had the ball for a long time, it felt like. Almost the entire game. Possession time, yeah, they had 22 minutes compared to our 13 minutes. And they passed it a lot, completed a lot of passes. But it only took Jerome Daly 10 completions to win us the game. Brees Hall 17 carries, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jerome Daly 4 carries, 59 yards. We look at receiving. Brees Hall 2 catches, 16. Arian Smith 2 catches, 29. Desmond House 2 catches, 58 yards. but it was Braylon Allen and Malachi Corley with the touchdowns. What a game. One sack allowed by Matt Stanley defensively. 13 tackles from Sauce, 12 from Dean, 12 for Williams, 10 for Cisco. Insane. TFL numbers 5 from Winters, 3 for Sherwood, Quincy Williams, 2 for Jennings Hunt, Glenn Woodard, 1 for Jamel Dean. We got a lot of sacks today. Quinton Winters with 3, Sherwood with 2, half a sack for Hunt and Woodard. No interceptions, 2 pass deflections for Jonas Sanker, 1 for Jamel Dean, and Azariah Thomas. No forced fumbles. Matthew Ross missed the 1 field goal we attempted. We didn't punt it because we either scored or turned the ball over. Reed Whitley had 3 kick returns for 160 yards and the huge kick return to set up the game-winning touchdown. Didn't return a single punt. What a game. What a way to finish the season or finish the game. All right, coming out of that game, we have upgrades here. First one's for Olu Fashanu. He's been okay, I guess. Hasn't been the best tackle in the league, but, he is in a contract year. The one thing that makes more sense, because he has superstar depth, he's 24 years old, he can still progress very well. He's the number 13th ranked left tackle in the league. I definitely want to bring him back, but he's going to be pretty expensive to bring back. We have upgrades for Jonas Sanker. He ends up being in man coverage a lot. So let's go hybrid here, see if we can get his man coverage hopefully up a little bit. +3 to play rec, +1 man, +1 pursuit, +1 zone. Okay, he's got 87 zone, 85 pursuit. And then an upgrade for Quinton Winters, who was on a tear in that game. Had 3 sacks. We're going to go into power rusher that. +3 to awareness, +1 to play rec, power moves, and pursuit for Quinton Winters. The Chiefs do have some injuries. Shamari Connor, Isaiah Pacheco, and Bobby Brown are all out. But we do have a D-line breakout. I can guess it's Quinton Winters. We see that Cam Hauser got signed off our practice squad. So we're going to need to sign somebody else. But looking at players to negotiate, we have $154 million. So we have plenty of money to re-sign these guys. We have Olu Fashanu, Quinton Williams, Jamel Dean, Jamie Sherwood, Braylon Allen, Malachi Corley, Adisa Isaac, Jalen Hunt, Quincy Williams, Nice Peoples. We have quite a few free agents. But the big 3 is Olu Fashanu, Quinton Williams, and Jamel Dean. We signed Jamel Dean just for this one season. And he's been pretty good for us. But he will be 31. I don't know how much he'll regress. Sherwood has been solid for us. Linebacker's position, I would want to upgrade. But Quinton Williams is the big one. 93, he's only wanting a 2-year deal. It is a lot of money, but again, it's only a 2-year deal. But we do have a defensive lineman breakout mode. I guess it's Quinton Winters. He had 3 sacks last week. It should be him. We're talking about Quinton Winters about getting more penetration in the backfield this week. Do you like a player? Should I reach back to him? So 3 tackles and 2+ TFL goal. Let's see what other goals we can get him. Let's do 3+ to my TFLs, sacks. Because we do get quite a bit of TFLs and sacks with him. So we're going to do that. Linebacker, wide receiver, edge, and defensive tackle. So there we go. Those are our focus things. So let's go ahead and do some weekly strategy. And we do have one injury. It's to Ananias Peebles with a high ankle sprain on his left ankle. He played a few downs against the Eagles, but didn't play very many. So that's an unfortunate loss. But we have an upgrade for Quinton Winters, who could go up to superstar development trait if we get 3 or more. It just says 3+. It could be 3 combined, or it could be more than 3. I don't know. It should say 3 or more than 3 combined. But yeah, let's go nose tackle for him. He's up to an 80 overall. Gets +1 awareness, +3 to block shedding. Has 82 block shedding with the boost. And then we have Bo Richter. I think we're going to go with speed rusher. He's a depth edge rusher. Hasn't played at all this year, I don't think, so far. A +3 block checking, +1 to power moves. All right, we made some moves here. We are releasing Jacoby Brissett again. He's going to be back. But we do need one more defensive tackle for this because going in with 3 defensive tackles is not enough. So we're going to be signing Vernon Broughton. He was just available in free agency. Figure why not? Let's bring him up for this game. And then now we have a practice squad spot open, so we could sign him to the practice squad once Peebles comes back. But yeah, we will bring back Jacoby Brissett once next week. Anyways, taking a look at the Chiefs roster, obviously the quarterback is still Patrick Mahomes. Running back Pacheco's out, so you'll see the rookie Thaddeus Branch and maybe Brashard Smith. They also are pretty fast, 93 speed. Fullback Nick Bowden. Receivers, they have Xavier Worthy, Marquise Brown, Kayshon Boutte, Jalen Royals, Oscar Morales. They have speed at wide receiver with 99 speed, 94 speed. So we're going to have to try to contain those guys. Tight end, Travis Kelce did retire in the offseason, so their starting tight end is Noah Gray now. Offensive line, they have Josh Simmons, Kingsley Sua-Mataia, Creed Humphrey, Trevor Gibson, Trayvon Bernard. And then defense, they have George Karlaftis, Felix Ndike Uzama. Chris Jones retired as well, so they're without him. Bobby Brown's also hurt, so they have Omar Norman Lott. We'll probably see Tremaine Miller and Josh Richards. Linebacker, Leo Chanel, Nick Bolton, DeMarvion Overshone. Corners, they have Trent McDuffie, Noel Williams, Amik Robertson. Safeties are Brian Cook, and we'll probably see Darnell Savage there. Yeah, the Chiefs team does look a little different. They are without some big-time players, but they're still 2-0 and an 85 overall here. If you look at the standings of the AFC East, they are only 2 games in, but the Dolphins so far are 2-0. The Bills and Patriots are 1-1. All right, here we are, second and final game of the episode, hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. Also started the season out 2-0. Obviously, they still have Patrick Mahomes. They're without Travis Kelce and Chris Jones, but they are still a very good team, very well-coached team. So we can't count them out. Last week, we got outgained, but we still won in one of the craziest endings to the game I've ever seen. But now we will have the Chiefs at home this week, and they will get the ball to start the first half. Quentin Winters need to get 3 or more combined sacks and TFLs. He'll get no pressure here, but Mahomes rolls left, fires to a wide open Marquise Brown who drops the ball. Exclamation points kind of going everywhere. But 3rd down and 4, Mahomes is going to roll right, and Mahomes is going to take it and pick up 7. And it's 3rd down and 1 for the Chiefs. I formation. Mahomes tries to draw sides, and yeah, just sneaks it. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Mahomes over the middle to Marquise Brown for the first. 2nd down and 3 for Mahomes. Hand off up the middle to Thaddeus Branch. Takes it up the middle for 16 yards. 2nd and goal from the 6. Handoff Branch. He's going to lose a few yards there. That's Quincy Williams on the TFL. Loss of 5. And it's now 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. Can our defense make a stop? Mahomes looking, and Mahomes is sacked. Down he goes. Jamie and Sherwood on the linebacker blitz. Brings down Patrick Mahomes. And the defense makes a fantastic stop. Way to go, Harrison Bucker. On the kick, the field goal is up. It is good. Chiefs take up a lot of clock, but they only get a field goal. Here we look at Jerome Daly. Look at his career stats. There we go. But 1st and 10, first play from scrimmage. This is going to be a run to Breece Hall. Who else would it go to? And he picks up another 1st down. All All right, after the Brees Hall gain of 2, makes it 3rd down and 8. Now we're going to motion Brees Hall. Motion Manu Soto. 2nd down and 8. Daly finds Brees Hall, who's just going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Jets. Brees Hall is unstoppable. Touchdown, Brees Hall. It's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the season. And oh my gosh, that might be a cheese play. That might genuinely be a cheese play right there. I've also thought of maybe switching up the playbook just to get, okay, tackle him, please, Jesus. To maybe get a different offense. Like, still have like the element of the QB scramble and run heavy playbook. But I don't know, maybe we'll do that after this season just to not get the same plays, kind of make it a little bit more interesting. And off loss of 1. I was thinking maybe switching to the Eagles playbook because that has a lot of quarterback runs, 2 tight end sets. And it's 3rd down and 11 now. What is this thing doing? All right, 3rd down and 11 for Mahomes. Handoff Branch, and he's just going to take it right up the gut. Jesus Christ. 3rd and 11 run. Why would they ever run it on a 3rd and 11? But I guess it worked, so maybe why wouldn't they? 1st and 10 for Mahomes. Mahomes is sacked. Quinton Winters brings down Patrick Mahomes, and he's that much closer to getting superstar dev. 2nd down and 17. Mahomes over the middle to Royals. Picks up 12. And that will be the final play of the 1st quarter. We're up 7-3, but the Chiefs have it in our territory facing a 3rd down. 5. The Chiefs have just been chewing a lot of the clock. So you might have to make most of every single possession if they're just going to take 5, 4 minutes off the clock at a time. I would like to get a strip sack fumble. I don't think we've ever gotten any of those. It's very rare for me. But a 3rd down and 5 for the Chiefs. Mahomes underneath to Noah Gray. 1st down. Well, all right, 1st and 10 over the middle. Noah Gray again. 1st and goal. Mahomes over the middle and a bunch of traffic dropped. 2nd and goal now. Mahomes looking. Mahomes evades Quinton Winters. Mahomes is going to scramble, but he's eventually brought down. Quincy Williams picks up 3 yards. And it's now 3rd and goal from the 6. Can our defense make a stop? 3rd and goal. Mahomes is looking. Mahomes is pressuring. Mahomes is rolling left. Gets it away. Incomplete. Pressure put on by Ty Hamilton. Forces Mahomes to throw it away. So the defense steps up once again. Allows no touchdown. And the score is once again 6-7. And there is number 67 on the field. Oh my gosh. 2nd and 10 now after a rush of nothing and an incomplete pass. 3rd and 10. Daly's rolling right. Daly's going to try to, and he can't. Can't outrun Gillette. I swear to God, there's no way we're going to get sacked. And apparently we did. And loss of 9. That's going to be a 3 and out from our offense. All right, the Chiefs get the ball back at the 25 after the 3 and out. 1st and 10, Mahomes. Oh my gosh, Branch spins out and picks up 9. That's on them. That's false start. All right, there we go. False start on the offense. Push them back, make it 2nd and 6. It's now 3rd down and 2. What can our defense do? 3rd and 2. For Mahomes. Snaps the ball over the middle to Royals. Yeah, we just cannot run man coverage. Everybody's getting beat. All right, 1st down and 10. Outside, Marquise Brown gains 1 yard. And there's an injury. And it's to Jalen Hunt, who's holding his knee. That's not good. Hopefully it's just nothing major. We're already down Derek Hall for almost all of the season, if not all of it. But it's 3rd down and 9 now. So that means Tyler Barron will replace him. 3rd down and 9 for the Chiefs. Mahomes looking outside, throws offline. Incomplete. All right. There you go, defense. And it's just the bruised knee. I don't know why we'll have Quinnen Williams come in an edge rusher. I don't know why we wouldn't have Tyler Barron or Adisa Isaac or Bo Richter. 2nd down and 6. Daly's getting pressure. We're going to have to roll right again. Daly, hold on to the ball, please. Holds on. 1st down, Jerome Daly. Daly's looking. Outside, Manu Soto makes the catch for the first. 1st down and 10. Another handoff. Breece Hall picks up 10 yards for the first, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down 6. Handoff Breece Hall right at the gut. Breece Hall picks up the 1st down to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 here. Play action. Daly's looking, finds Garrett Wilson open down at the 2-yard line. Great throw, great catch by Garrett Wilson. Nearly gets in the end zone. We now got it at the 2. Great throw by Jerome Daly. We'll go from the 2. Handoff Breece Hall and gets in the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day. And gets us back on the board with a touchdown. Does the Amon-Ra St. Brown. Is that what we call it? The Amon-Ra St. Brown. Gets in the end zone for touchdown number 2 of the day. All right, the Chiefs have the ball. What will they do with 1:01 left in the first half? We do get the ball to start the second half, so if we cannot allow a score before then, will the Chiefs pick up the 1st down, use another timeout? Looks like it wasn't a major injury. 1st and 10. Mahomes over the middle of the field. Where's our defense at right there? And the Chiefs are letting the time click, the clock tick. They have 12 seconds left. Mahomes snaps it just before then and will get it out of bounds and stop it with 9 seconds left. 1st and 10. Mahomes underneath outside. It's incomplete. Great play, Azariah Thomas. And it appears that the Chiefs are just going to settle for a field goal, unless we call a timeout. We might as well use a timeout. I don't know, maybe ice them. 2nd and 10 from... They'll be kicking it from the whatever yard line. Yeah, his kick is up. It is good, so might as well use it. You don't get to keep your timeouts from the first half. But all right, so the Chiefs do get a field goal before halftime. All right, that will take us to the second half, where we currently have a 14-9 lead over the Chiefs. We've held them to no touchdowns. So we also did that to the Eagles in the first half last game. So our defense has been pretty good when not allowing touchdowns. But we'll check out the halftime report. We look at the Steelers versus the Titans, an AFC matchup here as we see handoff touchdown to Caleb Johnson. Javier Beasley, the rookie quarterback, wins 31-24 over the Titans. We have the Packers versus the Falcons here in the NFC matchup. I want to say NFC Championship from 2016, whenever they went to the Super Bowl with Matt Ryan. But it appears that they might not make the Super Bowl this year because Jaden Reed just did that and they're down by 3 at halftime, 17-14. And we have the Buccaneers versus the Eagles. We beat the Eagles last week in a crazy ending. The Eagles are looking for revenge as we see Jalen Hurts fire to the end zone. 2 guys on him, doesn't matter. A.J. Brown's going to come down with that one. The Eagles and Bucks are all tied up at 17 apiece. And we look at some of the other scores around the league. The Patriots are up 10-7. The Bills and Dolphins played at Monday night, so we'll have to watch out for that game. But tail of the first half has been, our offense has looked good. Our offense has looked good. Haven't turned the ball over yet. And our defense is not allowing touchdowns. So Mahomes has 160 passing yards. Staley's only 4 for 6, but 102 yards. So, yeah, he's been pretty good. Second out of 9, play action outside to Breece Hall's spin move. And Breece Hall picks up 11. He's got 2 catches for 64 yards. So he has over 100 all-purpose yards today. And we're going to motion Desmond House to the left. Start of the handoff. Breece Hall up the gut. Breece Hall juke. And a Breece Hall first down puts him over half a century on that carry. And it's 3rd and 1 here. We have Braylon Allen in the game on this 3rd and 1. Hand off Braylon Allen, and he gets the first down. But 2nd out of 10, hand off Breece Hall up the gut, and Breece Hall, guess what? Another first down. First down and 10, keeper with Jerome Daly, and Jerome Daly slides for 3, and we have an injury. It's to Joe Tippmann again. Oh my gosh, missed last week with an injury, and looks like it's his right shoulder. It's 2nd down and 7. After a nice gain, underneath, Malachi Corley picks up 3 of another injury, and it's to our other lineman, Olufashanu. Sick. So 2 plays, 2 offensive linemen get injured. 3rd down and 4, we're going to motion for audible to a run, handoff Breece Hall. Another injury. Jesus Christ. 3 straight injuries. This time it's at least a Chiefs player. Not one of our own. It's the other defense like a Milner. And it's strained forearm for Olufushanu. We'll keep him in. But 4th and 1 from the 17. We're going to take our points. I'm here with Matthew Ross. It's only his 2nd field goal attempt of the season. Maybe I should have gone for it. Although if the Chiefs are going to hold on to the ball forever, I might as well try to get some points here. But it makes it an 8-point game, so the Chiefs will have to go for 2 if they score. Or they don't have to. They want if they do, but they probably will. So I just take the field goal there, get the points. From the 27, Mahomes is looking. Mahomes outside, and it's dropped again. This time it's Jalen Royals with the drop. So 2 straight drops makes it a 3rd and 10 for Kansas City. That was a good throw, just couldn't hold on. Now 3rd and 10. Mahomes is looking. Mahomes fires, and it's caught. Noah Gray. I don't get why he's moving out of the way to swat it. Like, dude, you're right in front of him. Just stand there and pick it off. Why do you have to? Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's those stupid fucking things. And Mahomes is going down. Guess who? Quentin Winters brings down Patrick Mahomes for his 2nd sack, and he is that much closer to superstar Dev. All right, 2nd and 5 for Mahomes. Underneath, Xavier Worthy picks up 12. And it's now 3rd and 3 for the Chiefs. Here they have nobody in the backfield. What? Why is it doing that? Mahomes outside. Royals is open. Boom, just pushes them out of bounds. 1st and 10. Mahomes fires. Jesus Christ. Why is Noah Gray the greatest tight end ever? He just catches everything and breaks every tackle. And it's now 3rd down and 8. Our defense make the stop. Mahomes snapping it. Mahomes underneath. Brown is tackled for only 1 yard gain. Great play. Sauce Gardner all over that one. Chiefs are just going to settle for another field goal here. I get it. 4th and 7. Not the highest likeliness of converting it. But the defense holds the Chiefs to the field goal. So our defense has been playing very good today. But 1st and 10, hand off Breece Hall. And he picks up 7 there on 1st down. All right, 2nd down and 3. Hand off Breece Hall up the gut. Breece Hall using his speed to get inside Chiefs territory. Now he's starting to show up on the ground. picks up the first down and into Chiefs territory. All right, and with that play, we're just going to take it to the fourth quarter where we're up 17-12 over the Chiefs here. A touchdown will make it a 12-point game. I figure we'll get it back to an 8-point game, but we want to get touchdowns here. Jerome Daly. Oh, I thought I kept it with Jerome Daly. I was literally holding X. All right, cool. So we just lost 4 yards in that. But a second down and 14. Underneath Manu Soto. Just get some of that yards back and a little bit more. Makes it a third down and 4 now. For Jerome Daly. Jerome Daly's going to step up. Jerome Daly's got space. Jerome Daly using his speed, and Jerome Daly takes it inside the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Jerome Daly, utilizing all that speed he's got, picks up the first down. And it's 1st and 10. Handoff Breece Hall up the middle, and Breece Hall gets us within 2 yards of the touchdown, and there's an injury for the Chiefs. Appears to be Brian Cook. Breece Hall's in the game. Handoff Breece Hall. How do we not get in the end zone there? And no, holy shit, how many injuries are we going to have? And this time it's Joe Tippmann who's hurt. That's sick. Jesus Christ, this guy's getting hurt all the time now, it feels like. And it's 3rd and goal now from the 1-yard line. What will we do? 3rd and goal from the 1. Outside, Manu passes way behind him. Fucking sick. It's a bruised knee again for Joe Tippmann. All right, 4th and goal from the 1. If we don't get it, the Chiefs will have to go 99 yards anyways. 4th and goal from the 1. Handoff O'Keefe. He gets in the end zone. Touchdown. It's the fullback. This time getting us on the board. Little sneaky fullback dive at the 1 on 4th and goal. Gets us back on the board. Touchdown, O'Keefe. And extend our lead. Great play. O'Keefe. Nice little play call there at the 1 on 4th and goal. Pat myself on the back. Great play call. Thank you. And we're going to send our lead to now 12 with this extra point. All right, and now it's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. What will the Chiefs do? They're down by 12. Starting at their own 22. Start with a handoff, and it's Quinnen Winters. Don't think they're going to count that as a loss. But still a nice play. Gains nothing. All right, 2nd and 10 for Mahomes. Outside, Noah Gray again. Picks up his 8th catch. And it's now 3rd down and 2 here. Question mark thing is going crazy. 3rd down and 2. The Chiefs are going to pass it. Mahomes is looking. Mahomes is going to take it right up the middle. Fumble the ball, Mahomes, please. But holds on and gets the first down to the 50. 1st and 10. Quick pass, Marquise Brown for 8. And it's now 3rd down and 2 for Mahomes. The exclamation marks are going crazy. Oop, I almost dropped off sides. 3rd and 2. Motion Noah Gray a little bit. 3rd and 2 from Mahomes. Quick pass. It's incomplete. Jamel Dean, that would have been a perfect time for a pick. And they will go for it. 4th and 2 from the 28. This would be a huge stop from our defense. 4th and 2. Mahomes is looking, and down goes Mahomes. 4th sack of the day. Jamian Sherwood, Glenn Woodard stop the Chiefs on 4th down. Oh my gosh, this defense has been fantastic so far to start the year. Brings down Mahomes, send the linebacker blitz. Jamian Sherwood, he might be top 3 in the team in sacks this year. How many sacks he's gotten. And it's a turnover on downs here for Kansas City. We have 3.5 minutes left. We have a 2-score lead. I think we're going to go shoot clock here and hope that we get a few first downs and maybe the Chiefs only get one more time with the ball. 2nd down and 8 for us. Underneath, Desmond House has got a big gain. Desmond House, juke. Desmond House down to the Chiefs 33. A big pickup for Desmond House. Chiefs use the first timeout. And it's 3rd down and 8. Braylon Allen still in the game. They're down to 9. Hands off. Braylon Allen. We're just going to take as much time off the clock as we can. The Chiefs have no timeouts. So we're just going to take it here, the 2-minute warning, kick the field goal, and hopefully make it a 15-point lead. 48-yarder from Matthew Ross is up, and it was good from the beginning. And that extends our lead now to 15. We're up by 2 scores. Minute 57. Chiefs have 0 timeouts. They need a touchdown, 2-point conversion, onside kick, another touchdown just to tie it. And we'll see how far this kick return goes and how much time is left. But they get it to the 27 now with a minute 52 left. 1st and 10. Mahomes underneath again. Noah Gray. 1st and 10. Mahomes got time. Fires to Marquise Brown. So 53 seconds left. From the 17. Mahomes is sacked again. We didn't even have the starters in this time. Tyler Barrett and Bo Richter combined on the sack. Makes it 3rd down and 15. Clock is ticking. 40 seconds left for Mahomes. He's got time. He's going to run. Sauce Gardner, what the fuck are you doing? You literally just let him get... I don't get it. Right. 1st and goal from the 2. The Chiefs are going to try to spike it again. Spike it with 26 seconds left. 3rd and go from the 2. Mahomes looking. Mahomes is going to scramble. Mahomes is going to take it in the end zone for the Chiefs' first touchdown of the day. It only took into the last 30 seconds of the game. But they finally get in the end zone. And they're celebrating as if they just won the game. And the onside kick from Butker is recovered by Reed Whitley. Just get down. And that will do it here in week number 4. One more kneel from Jerome Daly will end the game. And we beat the Chiefs 27-19. We only allowed 1 touchdown in this entire game. Defense was fantastic. Offense was pretty good. And we start 3-0 on the season, winning 27-19. Jerome Daly, only 9 of 13, 146 yards and a touchdown. 69% completion percentage rushing. Breece Hall, 17 carries, 104 yards and a touchdown. Braylon Allen, 7 carries, 19 yards. Daly had 5 for 44, and it was Keeft with the rushing touchdown. Desmond House led the team 3 catches for 37. Soto 2 for 17. Breece Hall 2 for 64 and touchdown. Garrett Wilson only 1 catch for 27. We're just not really getting an opportunity to pass the ball at all. It's the CPU just having long drives, and plus we're a running team, so I'd expect us to have a lot of running attempts, but I would like maybe we increase the quarter length or lower the minimum play clock time or something. But Armand Membu allowed the only sack defensively. 11 tackles from Jamie Sherwood led the team. 3 TFLs for Jamie and Sherwood, 2 for Quinton Williams, 2 for Quentin Winters. So it said 3+. More than 3 or 3 or more. 3 and more. More than 3? Can we have 3? I don't know. We'll see if we got it. Bo Richter even had TFL. Barron, Woodard, Williams, Dean, sacks. 1.5 for Sherwood, 1 for Quentin Williams, 1 for Quentin Winters, half a sack for Hamilton, Richter, Barron, Woodard. No interceptions, pass deflections for Sanker and Thomas. No forced fumbles. Matthew Ross was perfect on the day. Punted it once. Didn't have the insane day returning like we did last time, but that will do it for this game. Yeah, Mahomes had 0 passing touchdowns. So our defense is not allowing a lot of points this year, which is awesome because I don't like being in shootouts. But we do get an upgrade for Matthew Ross. His kick power is already 99, so let's just go accuracy. As he will get +1 to awareness, +1 to kick accuracy. Now is 91. He's already their number 2 ranked kicker. And then we have an upgrade for Jerome Daly. Didn't turn the ball over today. I want to get maybe some of his medium and deep accuracy up. So let's go strong arm here for Jerome Daly. And we will get +1 awareness, +2 through accuracy mid. So there we go. He's now a 77 overall with that upgrade. And you took a big leap with that hard performance today. Hard work really pays off. You got 4,500 XP, and he now has superstar development. So there we go. That's our third superstar we've gotten this season on the defense. Like I said earlier, we had Woodard go up to superstar in training camp. We had Boone go to superstar in training camp. Now we have Quentin Winters go up to superstar. So we've done a pretty good time drafting. And we will be playing the Bills and Texans next episode, but that will be for next week. It will be Tuesday, and then Monday will be ACC Championship and potential bowl game in FIU Dynasty. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Crazy game against the Eagles and a pretty solid win against the Chiefs. Two very good teams, and now we're going to be playing our first conference game or divisional game against the 2-1 Bills. We are now first in the division, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Peace.